Hi, I'm William Lambert. That's Bill Lambert over there. We're here today to talk to you about paradigm. Paradigm is a concept that covers everything about you, your whole life, what you think. I want to talk about paradigms for teachers particularly. I asked a couple of teachers what were their paradigms, and I was able to figure out what the paradigm of some of them were. One teacher told me, I'm just a high-priced babysitter. Now imagine that. If the teacher thinks that she's just a high-priced babysitter, what is she going to do? She wants to keep them quiet, keep them friendly, offer them candy. She's not going to try to teach them everything. She just wants to maintain. High-priced babysitter. That's paradigm one. Now that's the other Lambert. I'm the better Lambert. Let me tell you about this paradigm. The lady said, I am paid to present the lessons. That's what I do. I present the lessons. It's up to them to get it. I'm going to present it. This lady had a piece of white tape by her desk, and nobody was supposed to come past the white tape. Nobody was supposed to come that near her. She had the coolest PowerPoints, but again, her too, she was not allowed, the kids were not allowed to ask any questions. She presented the lesson. She had tons of handouts and great presentation, but it's up to you to get it. Great, Bill. Paradigm 3 is, and I was talking to this teacher, her attitude was, I got mine, you get yours. Which means, don't even ask me no questions. You know, if you don't understand, that means that you did something wrong. I got mine, I get yours. I can kind of understand that teacher worked real hard maybe, and she thinks the students ought to work real hard. But still, that's not the correct paradigm. I got mine, you get yours means I'm hands off. I did my work, you do your work. I just don't think that paradigm is the most conducive to education. Not good. This paradigm was made famous by Marva Collins. This was Marva Collins' paradigm. Her thought was, all kids can learn. If they can learn all of the words to all them rap songs, they can learn Shakespeare too. And I agree. The brain works. Like my thought was, I'm not teaching kids, I'm teaching brains. The brain is the most marvelous thing in the world. Kids can learn. They learn what they want to learn. They know all of the wrestling moves. They know the names of all the wrestlers. They might know the names of all of the rappers, the names of all of the basketball players. If they can learn that, they can learn physics and chemistry also. Now let me share this paradigm for me, and this is one I like. I went in at first day of this teacher's room. This teacher said, I am so competent, you can't help but learn in here. I'm so intelligent, intelligence all over my body. If I bump against the wall, intelligence is going to break off, float around in the room, and land on you. You cannot fail in my room. I'm too good for that. I am the most intelligent person in the world. The cool part about this lady's paradigm is that at the end of the semester, she told him, hey, it wasn't me at all, it was you. The thing is, that's almost like the Wizard of Oz. But that's a cool paradigm. I'm so intelligent, you can't help but learn. This lady told me her paradigm was the kids today are incorrigible. They don't care. They don't want to learn. They don't care about learning. Your job is a motivator. Your job is to make the lesson interesting and make them see what they can do with it. Make it relevant. The kids are not incorrigible. They might not care. If they don't care, it's because you don't care. I believe enthusiasm is contagious. If you're enthusiastic, they'll be enthusiastic. If they don't care, it's probably because you don't care that much. It's a job. Okay? But the kids today, they're not incorrigible. They're disinterested. Now,
There's no such thing as an uninteresting subject.
It's just uninterested people. I was talking to one teacher and she said,
they will care if you help them.
I'm going to retire in 1 year, 2 months, 3 days, and 6 hours. She said, I don't want to do nothing but hang in here. Because I'm going to retire, so I don't want to learn nothing. I don't want to cause no confusion. I don't want to make them complain. She had started the countdown already. She specified the year, the months, the days, the hours. What a paradigm was that? She was just standing pat, don't cause no confusion, let me stay on the job, and let me get out of here. Let me drop the mic. I don't want to do nothing. But that paradigm, I think, might have been the worst paradigm of all. I'm going to retire. Started the countdown early, man.
I think this might be
what
the
a
best
teacher
one
was
of all.
that?
Teaching is spiritual. It's like you got to think teaching is my ministry. It's what God wanted me to do. I can't quit. I can't get tired. I got to do all I can. I'm on the cross. This is my ministry. I'm going to make them learn. I'm going to do everything I can and pray for them. Okay? When you think of teaching, not as a job, but as a spiritual mission, if it's your ministry, then you got to do all you can do, and you can't get tired, you can't get mad, you can't quit. That's the way I think. That might be the best paradigm of all, to think of teaching as a ministry. And if you think about it as anything else,
from one point of view, it's both good and bad.
But if it's your ministry,
lady from
you're going to be on it.
And
you're a missionary.
Her paradigm was,
you are.
These kids in the South, they have such a hard time. They don't have resources. They don't have their own room. They just, I mean, they're not dumb, but they just need some help. I'm just going to love on them and give them all an A. Okay? But maybe they can't learn. But they are wonderful people. And they're godly people. So I'm just going to give everybody an A because I just love them. I mean, that teacher wasn't challenging them. She wasn't going to give them any hard work at all. See, now that paradigm is bad for the student, but I understand her heart was in the right place, but her methodology was all wrong. When I was teaching school, I was told, Lambert, you need to stop doing this. You got to stop taking the kids on field trips. You can't change everybody. You're only one person. You can't do everything. And for 15 seconds, I heard that and I believed it. 15 seconds later, I thought, I'm only one person, but I'm the one. And I can't do everything, remember paradigm.
but I can do something. What am I supposed to do? Because I'm only one person, not do anything? And because I can't do everything, do nothing? I am the one. And I can do something. In fact, I'm going to do a lot of somethings. I'm going to drop dead trying. I am the one. Remember paradigm. Paradigm. I wonder what is your paradigm?